I don't know, foot pedal, foot switch, bridge thingy do hickey majig. Hey everybody, welcome to Band Advice TV. So the other day I was poking around on Facebook, going through some of the groups on pedal boards or DIY stomp boxes or something like that. And someone had posed a question asking if there was some kind of device out there that would essentially act as a connector or a bridge between the foot switches of two pedals. And the idea being is that just with a single press of the foot, it would either engage or disengage or toggle between the two pedals. And that way you're not trying to do your little tap dancing stuff. Now, I know they have electronic switchers to do that exact kind of thing, but, you know, and I'm sure there's somebody out there that's invented this and has a nice patent on it. But, you know, the whole point of this is that we're trying to see what we can do ourselves. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm your host, Mark Allen V, and we're going to see if we can DIY ourselves some sort of, I don't know, foot switch pedal bridge doohickey. So stick around. So as I started to brainstorm on some ideas on how to design this whole foot switch bridge concept, I had some requirements I had to take into consideration. Number one, not going to modify the pedals at all. Not drilling any holes in there, not going to solder, not going to swap out any buttons. Pedals stay as is. Second one is that they had to go on and off easily, so no permanent mounting with epoxy or soldering anything to it. I did consider possibly using a magnet to help kind of hold it onto the buttons, but then again, I didn't really want to introduce a magnetic field anywhere near a signal chain. And then the last thing I had to take into consideration is that spacing between the pedals is going to change. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. Every combination of pedals are going to vary. So whatever I was designing had to be adjustable. So I was poking around my garage, and I came across a couple of these paint stir sticks from the local hardware store. I started thinking, that's about the right size. If I were to cut these to length, maybe double them up and glue them together to make them a little stronger, they make a pretty good bridge right across the two pedals there. So now, how do I get them to stay on the pedals? So then I came across this 1/2-inch plywood that was laying around, and I cut it into 1¼ inch squares. And I figured, if I were to drill the right hole, not all the way through, but just at the appropriate depth, to where this would slide over as a cap, and I have one for each of these pedals, then it's just a matter of putting the bridge between these two caps. And that might get us where we need to go. So that's what I'm going to do first, is I'm going to go ahead and drill this hole out, and we're going to see if we can get a nice snug fit on it. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken my wood block here, and I've clamped it down underneath my little drill guide here. And then on my drill bit, I went ahead and put tape on there so that when the tape hits the drill guide, I'll know that I'm at the proper depth that I want within my wood block here. I'm using a 13/32 bit right now, and we're going to see how that fits. All right, let's see where we stand. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a nice little hole in there, and that should be at the proper depth to fit right over the top of this button. So let's see if it fits. And it does, nice and snug. So 13/32 seems to be what we're looking for. So let me go ahead and drill out the second one. And there's our second one. All right, so now that the glue's had a chance to set up on our little paint stir stick bridge piece, the real question is, how are we going to attach this to our caps that we just drilled out and still make it adjustable? Well, what does everybody with a pedal board got plenty of laying around? Good old Velcro. So I'm just going to put a piece of across the one side of the bridge piece. I'm going to put not across the side with the hole in it. You don't want to do that. But you want to put it across the top side here. Okay, now for the moment of truth. I'm going to go ahead and put the caps on first. I'm going to take the bridge and just kind of put it over the top there. Give it a firm push. And voila. Single press. You can have one engaged, one disengaged, and when you click it, all of a sudden this will be engaged, that'll be disengaged. Or you can have them both engaged, disengaged, however you want to do it. It's adjustable, so if you decide to move your pedals around or have to mess with the spacing ever so slightly, just peel them apart, reset it. Boom. All right, so there you go. An adjustable pedal foot switch bridge. All it took was a couple paint stir sticks, some glue, little Velcro, a little hunk of plywood, and a 13/32 drill bit. You know, once again, definitely a function, not fashion kind of contraption there, but it does answer the question, can you DIY? Absolutely. So until next time, I'm your host, Mark Allen V for BandAdvice.tv. Peace.